Okay, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Impulse Lab that you're going to be working on and just kind of give you a little bit of overview how to use this. Alright, so we're going to begin this, and you can see that we have some settings we can adjust. So we can change the mass of the astronaut, okay, and then we can, basically there's an astronaut holding a fire extinguisher, and so then we can turn on the fire extinguisher. We can control also how much time we have it running for. So there I did it for about 5 seconds. Let's see if I can do it for about 4 seconds. So I didn't do a very good job there. So let's go for 4 seconds. So about a little over 4 seconds. And then what's going to happen is he's going to fly through these little gates. And he's going to get a time. Okay? And so you have 4 pieces of information here. We have the force from the extinguisher, we have the mass of the astronaut, we have the force time, or the amount of time spent firing the fire extinguisher, and then we have the photogate time, or the time it took to pass through those gates. Okay, so we're going to set up a table, okay, for our data, and in each table will be varying something slightly different. So the photogate time, which we'll call PT, was 1,463 milliseconds. Well, we divide by 1,000 to get seconds, which gives us 1.463 seconds. Okay, so that means that to find the velocity, if the photogates are 10 meters apart, we're going to take the distance traveled of 10 meters and divide it by 1.463 to find out how fast the astronaut was traveling. Okay? And 10 divided by 1.463 is equal to 6.84 meters per second. Okay? Now the force time was equal to 4,224 milliseconds, which if we divide by 1,000 gives us 4.224 seconds, or we'll say 4.2 seconds. The force was 1,000 newtons, or it was 100 newtons, and then the mass was 62 kilograms. Okay? And so these are the 3 variables here that we can control. Okay? For one of the experiments, you're going to keep this the same, and change the mass. For one of them, you're going to keep this the same, and change the force. And then for one of them, keep this the same, and change the time. And see how it affects the momentum at the end. And so to calculate momentum, the last thing that we do is we multiply n times v. So this would be 62 times 6.84. Okay, so that would be 424 kilogram meters per second. So let's say I want to take one more set of data just to help you fill this table out. So let's say that we're exploring how changing mass affects it. So let's change his mass to 75. Reset. So I had the force time was about 4.2 seconds, so we need to try to match 4.2 seconds again. Don't have to get exact, I was a little bit far off. So I'm going to put force time of about 4.32 seconds there. I'm going to put a photogate time now of 1.726 seconds. Okay, I can divide 10 by 1.726 to get my velocity. Okay, I get 5.79 meters per second. Okay, I had a force of 100 newtons. The mass this time was 75, and so my momentum 75 times 4.32. Or sorry, 75 times 5.79 going to be about 434. Okay? And so this is kind of an overview of how to get started taking data for your lab.